seen it on the vlog already. It's there. If you haven't, we'll get to it. Okay? Now, what did I ask you to do immediately with these? Here's your graphs. Whether there's lines there or not, what are we looking at doing? Going from 0 to 2 pi. Then what do we do to make our graph? Cut it in half and half again. And then we're going to negative 2 pi and cut it in half and half again. So that'll be consistent with all these graphs throughout your packet. We'll do the same thing the whole time. And if you went ahead and looked ahead at all, you'll notice that all the graphs look the same. Okay? Now, this is your A value. In this case, the A value is positive. A value is negative. A stands for what? Amplitude. I don't know why it's called an amplitude. I'm sure that the Webster's definition of amplitude has to do with something about how high, how low. Okay? So how high, how low? In this case, how high are we going? 3. How low are we going? 3. In this case, how high are we going? 3. How low are we going? So that tells us how high, how low. Now the difference between these two is one is positive, one is negative. Agree? Okay. So cosine, what did we say? The cosine of 0 is 1. But 1 times 3 is 3. And we already know we're going how high, how low. So where are we going to start? Positive 3. Every other one is
0.
Oh, you guys got it, don't you? So here's 0. Then we go down to negative 3 again. Patterns. Patterns. And I always encourage people to start positive side, 0 to 2 pi. Now cosine, is it going to match or is it going to be flipped on the negative side? It's going to be the exact same. I just do my dots. Every other one is. All right, good tones. There you go. Exact same, positive and negative. Remember, we talked about if you go this direction, cosine is positive here and here, which is, this is quadrant 4, quadrant 1. If we go the opposite direction, negative, it's still positive here and here. So that's why we have positive and positive. Okay? Now, when you see a negative, what is this going to do? What's the term that I use? I don't know if you will. It flips. So, where do all sine curves start? 0. So the sine of 0 is 0. Anything times 0 is 0. We're going to go how high, how low? 3. But since it's negative, instead of going up to 3, we're going to go down to 3. Every other one.
0.
Now, what's going to happen on the negative side?
Flip them.
So, at positive 90, it was negative 3. So at negative 90, it's going to be positive 3. Questions on that? Questions on that review? Did the 2/3 throw you off? No, you just go 2/3 the way. How about 2.5 or anything like that? Any issues with what you did last night? We had 5 undone before we walked out. Did it take you, what, 10 minutes to do? Yeah.
So for like number